Guys, welcome back. I finally made it to my villa. We need to talk about really important things today. We have huge volatility coming up for the whole crypto market, not only for Bitcoin, and I will show you exactly what I believe is going to happen. Let's go. So guys, today unfortunately I have to watch the chat with my other phone because I don't have two screens, so apologies for that. So I will see messages from you guys a little bit delayed, so have a little bit patience with me. Also sorry that I don't have a proper mic. I need to buy a different cable because the original cable broke. I'm gonna fix that tomorrow, so today we have to live with the sound that I have. But now let's jump here into Bitcoin, and you have seen that we got little reversal back to the upside into a new all-time high here, not only on CME but also overall on the spot market. So why do I expect huge volatility today? Because we have the FOMC meeting later where they're going to talk about selective interest rates and if they're actually going to pivot and start quantitative easing or not, or if they basically just delay that. So I believe in the worst case they're just going to delay it. In the best case, they're just going to say, hey, we're done quantitative easing from next year onwards, let's go. So that's what I expect, and that can of course lead to massive price swings here in Bitcoin. So you see right now here on the 12-hourly chart, we're attempting another move here into new all-time high on the 12-hourly chart. So here is no resistance on the BPR because we were never that high. And when I go into the lower time frames, here on the 4-hourly chart with the MDX algo gradient, I get a little bit concerned because we are heating up here quite massively on the scalp gradients, and also the reactor indicator has now printed 3 bearish divergences that have not played out. So that is for me a huge warning sign, and to be a little bit cautious here. I'm not saying that I'm closing any positions, but I keep a really hawk eye on my positions to see what's going on there. And also here we got here now 2 plots for a take profit and another dot plot. Again, that are huge warning signs for me. So depending on the outcome of the Fed meeting today, Bitcoin could do something like this here and then straight come up and shoot upwards. We see this every single time when we have a Fed meeting, these price swings where Bitcoin just either starts pumping straight to the upside and comes down afterwards, or we go first down and then shoot back to the upside. This is something that you cannot really predict what the market is going to do because it's a news event. So it's news driven. Technicals don't apply to that. In hindsight, by tomorrow when we look at the technicals, we're like, yeah, actually, yes, so, but you only know that after the fact, so that's why I prepare for both. I have this morning taking a little bit off again of my Bitcoin trade here. I took another $13,000 profit on this trade. I'm again $40,000 in profit. I was this morning $50,000 in profit when I took the profit. My Phantom position is starting to pay. Solana is also much better. And Ethereum also obviously is paying right now. So I'm sitting here right now at $721,000, which is amazing. So I'm here also really good on track to get my $1 million target here, hopefully by the end of January, maybe even faster than that. So, don't forget, if you want to trade on ZoomX, there is a link in the description below. You get still $45,000 worth of sign-up bonuses if you use that specific link, guys. Don't forget, and it's non-KYC if you live in a country where Bybit is restricted. So here on this 4-hourly chart, what did I tell you guys yesterday? I told you, expect that we come here into that green box. From there, I would expect a bounce. That is exactly what we got. We got here a massive bounce back to the upside. And to be fair, it was one of the scenarios that I have laid out. I did not say this is exactly that one specific that's going to play out. So guys, I was giving you multiple scenarios, but this scenario was the one that actually played out here, while we are now grinding up here into higher levels. On the liquidation levels side, also here we are starting to push higher. When we get to $110,000, I definitely expect some resistance and some problems to go higher from there for multiple reasons that I'm going to show you again. But one of the reasons is definitely all this high leveraged over leveraged liquidity that is just sitting below us. You see here nobody entering with 10, 3, 5x leverage. Everybody is in degen mode and goes with 50, 100x. So these people could be punished tonight. Could get punished tonight. Yeah, so that's the correct. I'll say they could get punished tonight. Yes. So when we get the Fed announcement after they had a meeting, where we just go down, grab all the liquidity, and come straight back up. So altcoins will, in my opinion, not be severely affected when this is happening. I think it will be mostly just a Bitcoin-driven move here if we see something like this playing out. On the 24 hours heat map, liquidation heat map, also here you see confluence that we could get a move here to $110,000 for the upside liquidity, but also we still have here around $105,000 and $104,000 beneath us. Huge levels of liquidations here. So here's $87 million, down here is 65, almost $66 million. And that just over the last 24 hours, guys. So in this whole area here, all the way down to like $104,000, there might be, if I had to guess, $350 million worth of long liquidations if we get here a long squeeze to the downside. Now, when we go now in a moment into altcoins, don't forget you have only less than 1.5 day time here to claim your $500 airdrop position on Bybit on any of these coins that I mentioned here. Take advantage of that. It's so simple, guys. You deposit $100, claim the voucher in the rewards hub, use the voucher. All the profits belong to you, especially when volatility is coming up. You want to take advantage of that, and that's what I do. You know, so I keep adding to my trades. Every single time when we get a drop, I added more to my Phantom trade, I added more to my AVAX trade, and this is paying off really nicely right now, and also increased the leverage on both of these trades. I still have here my my trade that is basically hitting a nerve, you know, so that is here the COTI trade. But also this, I'm gonna show you later, this also is starting to pay off really soon. We are like a day or two away from that, that this potentially will turn green again. And the rest is kind of a mix, you know, between green and red, but nothing too crazy here on my positions. And overall, my account is now sitting at around $175,000. So I'm here again, when the COTI trade turns around, I'm really close to my $200,000 target that I wanted. So when we look at the dominance here, remember guys, I told you we did not know how high we're gonna come here yesterday, but I told you when we get today's candle, we're gonna know if we topped out or not. And this to me looks like that this is it, guys. This is it. From here, it's only downwards. It doesn't mean that we go in a straight line down, but from here, we're gonna creep slowly to the downside, preferably slowly, instead of getting here a really big candle, like one big candle to the downside, because we saw what happened last time, you know, remember? Here, everybody happy, you know, everybody, yeah, we are money printing, and then we get a bounce candle, and everybody like, oh, I'm fucked, you know, so that's why we don't want this. We don't want a quick downwards move like we have seen before. We want something more slowly, you know, where we get more green candles in between. To make this more sustainable. On the total free market cap, also here, everything is playing out according to plan. Here also the, again, the direction that I laid out here is coming into fruition. We are experiencing now that bounce that could go as high as 1.1, maybe even 1.5, no, I would say $1.13 trillion. $1.13 trillion, and then you get a move lower again. But here again, you don't know how low we go, you know, so after this. So it could be that's pretty shallow, just going to 1.09. Could be that we hit the box again at 1.06, 1.07, and then we have here a little bit of consolidation before we get the next major leg to the upside. On Ethereum, here we also see strength right now, pushing it to the upside. We tried to break above $4,100 and failed. That was expected. Remember guys, I told you when we get up here, I would expecting this, that we would struggle to get through this, but overall we are on a good track here. The 4-hourly chart is from the indicator side stable while we chop here sideways. So this is exactly what I meant, you know, what I want to see on many coins happening on the 4-hourly chart. Stochastic coming down, price just ranging sideways, you know. So, and when the stochastic has resetted at the bottom, you're going to get a turnaround and you get a nice pump to the upside. And that will be a strong move, you know, so that will get us straight above the $4,100 level when it's happening, and that's what I'm looking forward to with Ethereum. So now Solana also got here a bounce back into the golden ratio that we were talking about. So here the lowest point most likely for the short term and the midterm was $211. I don't believe that here in the short term we will come lower again. So because you have here your low and here you have now another higher low on the 4-hourly chart, and yeah, if we get above $226, that might be the nail in the coffin to confirm that down here is the higher low, and that we get from here now continuation to the upside. So if you're still in a Solana position, might be not the worst to be in it right now. I think I have still somewhere also still a Solana position, if I'm not mistaken. I think I still have a trade somewhere running on Solana. I'm gonna check that later. So now when we talk about COTI, so why do I think that COTI is turning around soon? Because the 4-hourly chart is already setting up for this here over the next 8 hours. And if I go to the daily chart, then also here you see the stochastic is already at the bottom. So by tomorrow, most likely we're going to get a buy signal that can push us nicely back up here to like maybe 16 point, yeah, almost 17 cents, maybe 18 cents, somewhere there. I would expect that that we are tomorrow with COTI. So if we go to 18 cents, then I'm back in a profit, slightly above break even on COTI, and I'm gonna let that run, of course, you know. So here definitely right now nice setup. So if you want to get into COTI, wait for this downward sloping trend line to break. Only then I would get into this and not before. Then what happened with my phantom chart? So this is the wrong phantom chart. I have here somewhere another phantom chart. Ah yeah, okay, so I can close that one here. Casper. So Casper, remember guys, we lined out here our plan. We came a little bit lower than expected, so but also here I think today will mark the low for Casper. So if you want to get into Casper, if you don't have a position yet, that might be the moment, you know. So I would not actually wait that it goes lower. I would start building right now, you know, so or add to the position if you start building already here at these levels, because we know what's coming next. Look at the indicators here, completely oversold across the board. So the bounce is definitely slowly here in progress. Then the next one is AVAX. AVAX broke out of that falling wedge pattern here, struggling here with this dotted downward sloping resistance line that is coming from this prior higher high. But once we get a convincing close above that level, expect that we move to $52, and if this level is immediately breaking, then to 54 with continuation in direction of $60. So also here I'm still in my trade. You saw I'm like $8,000 up on this trade. I'm gonna let this run. So if you want to add to your AVAX trade, here might be not the worst moment to do that. Then oh, I actually did not log in my AlphaX account. I can actually do this right now. So let me just change that here. So I know the picture is frozen. Why am I? Okay, so I was wrongly logged in here. Give me a second. So let's see what this is doing. 1 second. Yes, it is right. So there we go. Now I get into my account here. Yes, so now I can come back. So there we go. So here my SUI trade. Let's see what my SUI trade is doing. I had the whole day no time to check my SUI trade. So almost $3,000 here, almost 200% in profit. Amazing. So here we are soon breaking the $5 level. It could happen today if we get here above. What is this? $4.85. So if we close a 4-hourly candle above $4.85, we're gonna shoot to $5. I don't need to go in a chart for that. Then Uni, somebody was asking on Telegram for Uni. Uni also just gave a buy signal. MACD is losing momentum on the sell side. Might be primed also for a move here to the upside. This candle, if it stays like that, could also mark the local bottom for uni with continuation to the upside, because we are also here oversold on stochastic RSI. The RSI is slightly turning around. The MACD will turn around by tomorrow or after tomorrow. But this candle could be marking the bottom for uni. So if you're in a trade, again, good level to add, or if you want to open one, also good level to get into it. But take initial profits here at this resistance of $18.75, guys. Please do that. Now here's my phantom chart. I'm still following here that overall trajectory. We are now above, slightly above that resistance here of $1.39. If we can manage to hold this, we're gonna get continuation into the next sell block here at $1.58, $1.53, and once that is broken, after $1.70, sky is the limit. So also here, if you're still in phantom, really strong here, how this is looking. And also on the daily chart, here we are just getting started on the daily chart. The next one is injective, also injective here for hourly chart buy signal. We are forming here also a double bottom, which will most likely turn into a W. So, and that neckline of the W will be most likely here somewhere. Let's see where the target is once we break this. So here the technical target for injective will be around $34.80. So that makes also sense, a lot of sense here with that sell block that we see here from $34.30 all the way up to $35.30 almost. So here you just, if you want to wait for confirmation, you need to wait here another 4% that we break the neckline, and then with a 50 minutes candle close, I will get into that because also here again on the daily chart we are about to turn around. And I think on the 4-hourly chart, if I'm not mistaken, so sorry, this might now get a little bit ugly here with all these lines. So yeah, so we are also forming here an ascending triangle at the same time. So if we consolidate a little bit more until tomorrow when? Until tomorrow midnight. So because the breakout point is somewhere here, actually a little bit earlier, so it's kind of here and here. So that is our breakout window. So from tomorrow, basically today at midnight, and then here Friday 4 a.m. in the morning. So in between there, I expect that we are breaking it to the upside. And don't forget, injective likes to pump crazy when it breaks resistance levels like that. You know, so you could get one single candle going up like this. So I have an injective trade already running. Maybe I'm gonna add later a little bit more to that when we break here $29.25. The next one is CRV curve. I got also asked about that. Here, let me actually see, that might be a symmetrical triangle that we're forming here on the 12-hourly chart. Yeah, so you have here a symmetrical triangle that is shaping up. When this is breaking to the upside around $1.20, then also here we get massive continuation. Let's see here. If we say that this is just an ascending in a symmetrical triangle, $1.57 would be the target. So, but if we go and say this is a bullish pennant, so then you have here the bull case of $1.86 to the upside. So here again on a 12-hourly chart, everything is ready to turn around. You see this here already with this buy signal, stochastic RSI, the RSI turning around, the MACD is turning around. Momentum is definitely favoring here upside, but it's heavily depending on Ethereum, guys. You know, heavily depending on Ethereum, what Ethereum is doing. So let me have a look here quick. How long are we already on? Only 20 minutes. Okay, so I can do 3 coins, guys. 3 coins really quick in the chat. Oh, is the Fed meeting? Yeah, sorry guys, it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. You're right. Fed meeting tomorrow. You see, I tell you what happened to me. So my luggage, I was having lunch, you can say. I had lunch in a beach club where I used to live before, close by, and I told the taxi drivers there, because they know me, drive my luggage to my villa, and I will drive with the scooter. So because I cannot take with my luggage with me on the scooter, of course, you know. So they waited for me and thought that I drive with them. So I arrived here before them, like an hour before, and then my luggage came an hour later, and that fucked everything up for the stream, you know. So, and that's why I was like a little bit all over the place. That's why I was thinking, you know, that the Fed meeting is today, not tomorrow, you know. So this is how things like that are happening. So let's see here in the chat, guys. So we have here Arweave. Let's have a look on Arweave. I have an Arweave chart. I just need to look where it is. So this might be my Arweave chart. Just need to go back to Arweave on this. And where do I have my charts? On this here. So here's my initial chart. So we are nowhere near my original target here that I had laid out weeks ago, maybe a month ago. Yeah, in October, in October, November. So on the shorter time frames, let me just remove here this. This is also just consolidating why the RSI, stochastic RSI, is coming down, but it could come a little bit lower. It could go to like $20-ish before it starts to go up. Really easy to spot when it starts definitely moving to the upside is here that downward sloping trend line. Once that trend line is broken, so let me just make it a little bit clearer for you guys. So here, when you see this trend line breaking, then it's time to get in a position, because until then, what could happen, it could still do this here and then starts to do this here. So maybe you get like 5-6% lower an entry than entering right now. So I would potentially wait for that unless the next 4-hourly candle is actually breaking above this here. So until then I would wait. So let's see Beam. I'm actually still in my Beam trade. I did not lose anything on this Beam trade yet. So maybe it's running in a loss, but I think not massively. So wrong chart, guys. Let's use the curve chart for Beam. Where is here my Beam? Do I have it over here? This is always the problem when you have too many lists, guys, you know. So when you have too many lists, it becomes at some point a problem. Here's no Beam. Where did I put my Beam chart? Where is it? It might be here. No, okay, we need to play around to find my Beam chart. Okay, that doesn't matter. I would okay, here's something that I drew. So okay, I can work with that. So Beam looks also like that it's about to turn around here. It might be close to form a bottom candle. The indicators are definitely massively oversold. So that sell-off, in my opinion, is over. The only thing that you need for confirmation is again a 4-hourly candle breaking above this downward sloping trend line here, looking similar to many other coins, you know. So once we are breaking above this, it's going to shoot to the upside. So here, another level that I would be watching out for, that we are going to touch, that would be this level down here at $3 cents 0.12. So we are really close to that one. We are like 2% away from that, 2.5% away from that. Yeah. So, but if it bounces from there, then most likely it's going up for good for at least a couple of days. So then let me see. I'm gonna do XLM because XLM I did not do in a long time. XLM. So and then I'm gonna do ton afterwards. So yeah, also old chart here. This looks also like it's about to turn around here. Look at this. That was massively oversold for. Wow, so for 2 weeks oversold, crazy. So here I would actually expect soon a candle like this, you know. So if you push something that much down, that is price suppression, guys, you know. So that is clear price suppression when you have here 2 weeks the stochastic RSI flatlining. So and what's going to happen is like with a coil, you know, or a spring. The more you squeeze it, the more kinetic energy is building up. Trust me, I know, I'm an engineer. So and when you release it, you know, the more you squeezed it, the higher it will jump, you know, or the more it's going to expand. you know, so, and release that energy. So, and the same is here, you know, so that that is going to see a really big pump at some point in the next coming days, in my opinion. So I might even build a small position just to play around on XLM myself. So, and yeah, so we have not yet broken this downward sloping trend line. So, but when it breaks here 47 cents, it might just go and doesn't stop, you know, like here in this candle. And that was like what was this? A 40% move in one candle, 61%. Wow, 61%. Yeah, I would expect like a 40-50% move when we break this line, because XLM did this many times anyway in the past, you know. So so let's have a look at ton. Where's my ton chart? I had earlier so many ton charts. Just gonna use this one here again. At least I know where I find ton. So it's here. There's also all my levels. Yeah, so basically ton came back into the golden ratio. We need to reclaim that on the daily chart. Potentially we are also seeing a bottoming candle here today, but we need to get back up here above at least $6.08 to confirm that, and then tomorrow we need a move above the golden ratio to cement this whole thing, and then I believe that that is a reversal and that we move here now in direction of $7 for ton. Again, also don't forget guys, you can trade many of these coins on AlphaX. You get $100 just for signing up there, plus right now you get 20% off your fees, plus stand a chance to win a MacBook Pro M3. If you deposit $100 guys, you also stand a chance to win twice per week, $500. I'm gonna pull tomorrow another winner guys. Tomorrow I'm gonna pull another winner for $500. Guys, that's the end of the stream because I did not still settle in here. I had not a shower, nothing, you know. I came as I drove here to the stream now. Thank you so much. Don't forget to smash the like button, hit the subscribe button really hard guys, hit the notification bell, and I see you with more money tomorrow.